Question 8. The perimeter of a rectangle is 200 centimeters. If the length to breadth equals 7 to 3, find the area of the rectangle. So the perimeter of the rectangle, to get the perimeter of any shape, we add up the sides. So to get the perimeter of the rectangle, we're going to add the two lengths to the two breadths. So 2 times L stands for 2 times the length, plus 2 times B stands for 2 times the breadth. So 2L plus 2B is equal to 200. Therefore, 1L, or just L, plus 1B, or just B, is equal to 100, because we divide it across by 2. So dividing each term by 2, we get L plus B is equal to 100 centimeters. So we know a length plus a breadth is equal to 100 centimeters. So we know from the question that the ratio is 7 to 3, and 7 plus 3 is 10. So the denominator is going to be 10 for each of our fractions. So the parts are going to be 7 over 10 and 3 over 10, because 7 plus 3 is 10. So we know one part is going to be 1/10. So 100 centimeters from up here, divided by 10 is going to give us 10 centimeters. So 1/10, or one part, is 10 centimeters. So therefore the length is going to be 7/10, which is going to be 10 times 7, which is 70 centimeters. So the length, the L, must be 70 centimeters. And if the length plus the breadth gives us 100 centimeters, then 100 take away 70 will leave us with 30. So the breadth must be 30 centimeters. So the breadth is 3/10, because the parts are 7 to 3. So 3/10. So 10 times 3 equals 30 centimeters. Question 10. Brass is made from copper and zinc in the ratio of 5 to 3 by weight. So copper is 5 parts and zinc is 3 parts. Part 1. If there are 6 kilograms of zinc, work out the weight of copper. Part 2. If there are 25 kilograms of copper, work out the weight of zinc. So we know from the question copper to zinc is 5 to 3. So 5 parts copper to 3 parts zinc. And 5 plus 3 makes 8, so our denominators are 8. Then the parts are 5 over 8 and 3 over 8, because 5 plus 3 makes 8. So part 1, if there are 6 kg or kilograms of zinc, work out the weight of copper. So zinc is 3/8, because remember the number of parts for zinc is 3, because the ratio is copper to zinc, 5 to 3. So zinc represents 3 parts, or 3 parts represents a zinc. So zinc must be 3 over 8, which is equal to 6 kilograms. So we're told in the question 6 kilograms of zinc. There are 6 kilograms. So 3/8 of the whole amount is zinc. So 3/8 of the whole amount is 6 kilograms. So to get 1/8, or one part, we are going to divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3 gives us 2 kilograms. So one part, or 1/8, is 2 kilograms. And we want to find out the weight of the copper. And we know that the copper is 5 parts, or 5/8. So we're going to multiply the 2 by 5 to get how many kilograms of copper there is. So copper is 5/8 equal to 2 kilograms times 5, which is 10 kilograms. So if there's 6 kilograms of zinc, there must be 10 kilograms of copper to be in the ratio of 5 to 3. So part 2, if there are 25 kilograms of copper, work out the weight of zinc. So in the same way, we're going to let the ratio, or the fraction, for copper, which is 5/8, equal to 25 kilograms. Then we'll divide by 5 to get 1/8, or one part, and then we'll multiply by 3 to get how much zinc there is. So it's the same steps, just in reverse, using copper first of all now instead of zinc. So copper is 5/8, which is equal to 25 kilograms. So to find 1/8, we divide 25 by 5 to get 5 kilograms. So 5 kilograms is equal to one part, or 1/8. So now we're going to multiply 5 kilograms by 3, because zinc is 3 parts. So zinc is 3/8, so it's going to be 5 kilograms multiplied by 3, which is 15 kilograms. So if there's 25 kilograms of copper, there must be 15 kilograms of zinc to be in the ratio of 5 to 3. Question 12. Alice builds a model of a house. She uses a scale of 1 to 20. The height of the real house is 10 metres. Part 1, work out the height of the model. The width of the model is 80 centimetres. Part 2, work out the width of the real house. So we're told in the question that the ratio is 1 to 20. So the ratio is 1 to 20. Then the parts are going to be 1 over 21 and 20 over 21 because 1 plus 20 is 21. So adding up the parts 1 plus 20 gives us our denominator of 21. So we know that it's a model of a real house. So the model must be smaller. A model is always smaller. So the 1 must represent the model and the 20 must represent the real house or the big house. So part 1, we want to work out the height of the model. So we're told that the height of the real house is 10 metres. So the real house, and the real house is obviously the bigger part, so that's the 20 part. So the fraction relating to the big house is 20 over 21. So the real house is 20 over 21, which is equal to 10 metres. We're told in the question it's equal to 10 metres. And 10 metres is 1,000 centimetres because there's 100 centimetres in a metre. The model is 1 over 21. So the 1 from the ratio represents the model, which is the smaller house, and it's 1 over 21 because 1 plus 20 is 21. So 1 over 21, to get one part, it's going to be 1,000 divided by 20, which is going to give us 50 centimetres. So 1,000 from here, 1,000 centimetres, divided by 20, because the real house is 20 parts to 1. So it's going to be 1,000 divided by 20, which is 50 centimetres. So the height of the model is 50 centimetres. The height of the real house is 1,000 centimetres. So you want to make sure that you're using the same unit of measurement. That's why we went from 10 metres to 1,000 centimetres here. So then part 2, the width of the model is 80 centimetres. Work out the width of the real house. So again, the model is 1 over 21, and we're told that 1 over 21, or the model, is equal to 80 centimetres. So to work out the real house width, we're just going to multiply by 20, because remember 20 over 21 is the fraction that represents the real house. So 80 times 20 is 1,600 centimetres, but we're going to rewrite that in metres because we're talking about a real house or a big house, so it's not the model anymore, so it wouldn't make sense to talk about it in centimetres. We want to talk about it in metres. So 1,600 centimetres, so dividing by 1,000, you get 16 metres. So just again, be careful with your unit of measurement here.